Yi Xiu traveled through parallel worlds and became a participant in the White Shark Youth Training. After 6 rounds of regular season matches in the S23 season, the White Sharks finished last with 1 win and 5 losses. In the new round, against Yi Xiu finally had the opportunity to make his debut. Fireinthehole. Ding. The Thor system is being activated and bound. Successfully bound, the host can receive a buff for each grenade thrown. Ding. Successfully threw and obtained the top positioning buff. In the Heavenly Descent system, Yi Xiu, overjoyed, shook his hand and defeated his international friend Goken.Goken. Nani. Yi Xiu. Surprise. Nostalgia. Cough, friendly greetings. Goken. Sun lying. Nostalgia. Yi Xiu was overjoyed, and in another round of small trials, he achieved a top-tier positioning and won 3 kills, stunning his teammates. I promised to accompany you, but why is this art style not rightFeilu? Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. The Bottom White Shark, Fireinthehole, Youth Training. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. We 10.8 White Shark. After nearly 40 minutes of fierce competition, losing by 2 points, it was a bit of a waste of effort. White Shark's head coach Shima has submitted a replacement application, and there will be a rotation in the lineup later. Listen to me, let's make some adjustments now. Chen Sir and Buo will take a break, and Goken and Yi Xiu will come on stage. It's time to make some changes. Everyone is looking forward to Goken's debut. Today, let's start with Double Sniper and let him let go of the show. Shima hugged her chest with both hands, and her gaze swept over the team members sitting one by one, as she said. Nian nodded first, then felt something was wrong and looked up in surprise, saying, Goken came on stage. I can understand why Yi Xiu also made it. He's still in this year's youth training and hasn't played any games, right? On the side, Mr. Chen is also waiting for the coach's answer. The hero of the CFS World Championship has been inexplicably substituted, so we must give a suitable reason. Shima seemed to have anticipated it earlier and said directly, after the Chinese New Year, Yi Xiu's training state will be very good. He will work hard, be humble and eager to learn. I think he should be given a chance. And, has Goken played yet? Yi Xiu is the only college student on the team, and his English is decent. At least he can communicate with Goken without any barriers. With this explanation, everyone's minds turned around and they all understood. Goken is a star athlete from abroad, and he doesn't speak the same language. Yi Xiu acts as a translator, which is reasonable. Anyway, they are all at the bottom of the league. Let's just make Yi Xiu's debut, where else can he fall short? Only Mr. Chen quietly gave himself a scolding, saying that if he didn't study hard, he would hate to spend less time. 577 saw this scene, his mouth slightly curled up, and he said earnestly, Brother, professionalism is one thing, the key is that we White Sharks can only have one fat person. You should lose weight now. Chen Sir raised his eyebrows and said angrily, Get out of here, I didn't eat your rice even though I'm fat. 577. The speaker was unintentional and listened attentively. At the same time, Buo, who had been replaced, trembled his fat on his face 3 times. He immediately stood up and insisted on losing 185 pounds. And Yi Xiu, who was substituted, is sitting in the corner now, feeling unusually flustered. As a traveler who hasn't burst the memory crystal, what should I do? It's quite urgent to wait online. What is the only college student in the team who can handle English and communicate with Goken without barriers? I really don't know much about it. The only good news may be that my predecessor, as a loyal audience of CFPL, was also quite familiar with each team, so I didn't lose sight of them. However, in terms of talent and hard power, the gap between him and the main players is not even a drop in the bucket. He is just a fake. The beginning is hell-level difficulty, worry, worry, worry. After the beautiful translator informed Goken of the news of coming on as a substitute, Goken happily greeted everyone. Then, he patted Yi Xiu's shoulder and said in his less fluent Chinese, "Yi, let's soy sauce together." Yi Xiu regained his senses and quickly said, "Brother, it's about refueling, not soy sauce." This scene made his teammates all look at him, their gaze quite profound. Others leaned towards wealthy women, while you leaned towards Goken, braving against the sky. Only Yi Xiu's forehead was sweating slightly. Goken's inexplicable affection, my family, who could understand? Commentary seat. Xiaoyu smiled and said, "Welcome back. In the first game between we and White Sharks, we narrowly won with a score of 10.8 and won this map. Riot Boy and Lin Yeshuang made great efforts, and Ah Wei also showed great performance, which was very awesome." Hao Wei nodded and said, for the last point, the end of the third kill of the violent boy, avoiding being dragged into extra time by the White Shark, can be called the Sea God Needle. Take a look, there is a rotation situation on the White Shark side, with Goken and Yi Xiu coming on and replacing Chen Si and Buo. As a well-known CFS star player, Goken has finally made his CFPL debut. Xiaoyu gave a cute smile and said, "Yes, since the transfer to White Sharks, the expectations have been full. As the first foreign player in CFPL's history, he has become even more international." Then, White Shark also had a young general named Yi Xiu who appeared. According to the information, he is a White Shark's youth training player and has completed the registration for the spring competition. To be honest, I understand when it comes to Goken, but Buo and Chen Si are also playing well. Is it a bit inappropriate to have another new youth training player? The anchor teacher is very professional, accompanied by the introduction of the commentary, and provided close-up shots of the new players Goken and Yi Xiu. Hao Wei joked, "I didn't understand at first, but when I saw the close-up footage of the broadcasting teacher, I understood." Everyone knows that this season's we is known as the CFPL men's model team, with high looks and very handsome looks. And the newcomer replaced by White Shark, Yi Xiu, sword eyebrows and starry eyes, looks a bit like Takashi Kaneshiro. His appearance is super powerful, and I feel like one can withstand 3. Defeating we in a different way is also possible. Xiaoyu smiled playfully and said happily, "Hahaha, defeat we in a different way. So, Yi Xiu is really handsome. Having the appearance of an esports male lead, I don't know how strong he is and whether he can show off." Hao Wei continued, "Well, being handsome can't be a meal, but Goken is different. He's both handsome and powerful. Let's wait and see what kind of performance a man with 2 main weapons can bring to his CFPL debut on the field." Okay, let's first take a look at the data of the first map, satellite-based. The score of 10.8 was 5.4 in the first half and 5.4 in the second half, and WE's win was also very thrilling. Xiaoyu said, "Yes, we narrowly won and lost, but in terms of personal data, Baotong dealt 2350 damage, ranking first in the game. Teacher Tony, today is really a day of confidence." Hao Wei. Well, facing Tony's explosive state, Goken's debut is under a lot of pressure. If Tony is still in this state later on, it feels like he can make Goken feel uncomfortable. In the official live broadcast room, bullet comments quickly drift by. Goken, we're finally going to play. Go to Goken and become a handsome guy again. If you want to have good looks and popularity, isn't White Shark planning to win by relying on his strength? If you have good looks, defeat we in a different way, hahaha. We don't kill the unknown, White Shark dares to use any move, what a joke. Don't say anything, such a handsome newcomer is my calamity. Puff, hahaha. Goken, awesome, Colt, calm down. Do you live? Boss Bite exclaimed in surprise, "Oh, no, Goken is here today. I know that. But why did Yi Xiu go up? What did Shima do? Baby shook her head and said, I'm not sure, double up and double down, is it a good thing in pairs? It seems like that's all there is to it, witty like me, Song Hongqi. Wu Nan said with a broken mouth, good things come in pairs. You've lost your mind during the Chinese New Year. As far as I know, Yi Xiu has attended college and has the highest education in the team. He excels in English and can communicate happily with Goken. In the new professional league and unfamiliar environment, if Yi Xiu plays, it will be helpful for Goken. Wu Nan's analysis was clear and reasonable, and Boss Bai also understood. He definitely said, that makes sense. Yi Xiu may not have strong combat ability and is just a tool man, but as long as Goken quickly familiarizes himself with the field, it is also worth it. Communication is very important. As long as communication is smooth, I think there is no problem. Today's scene, let's see if Goken can react chemically with everyone, and we'll start shooting double sniper. Online friends, the barrage drifts rapidly. I'm laughing to death, God is so special, good things come in pairs. The White Shark is so iron-headed, how dare it attend the youth training? Aha, there is such a talent in the club who is proficient in English. I understand, he's like a translator, just going on stage to make ends meet. He looks so beautiful, I didn't expect him to be a tool man. He really knows how to play. Puff, Goken comes on stage, accompanied by a playmate. The row is full, and the White Shark is really good at showing off. I am the dividing line PS. On the 8th day of the Lunar New Year, please issue a ticket for the auspicious occasion of the Industrial and Commercial University. Brothers, long wait. Chapter 2, Goken. You are my calamity. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The second map, Power Supply Station. The defeated White Shark chooses the side, chooses the defender, and retakes on the role of the lurker first. White Shark Band Gun _QBZ03 Series, Weapon Gun _Scar, Light Series. Defender, White Shark, weapon configuration as follows. 577, M4A1 Thor. Yi Xiu, M14 EBR Xuanwu. Nianjiu, M4A1 Thunder God. Goken, 98K Star God. Xiao Xiao, M200 Fantasy God. The lurkers, and weapon configurations are as follows. Bao Tong, M200 Huanshan. Wu Shilong, M4A1 Thunder God. Away, AK-47 Huakalin. Shui Feng, M4A1 Thunder God. Lin Yi, M14 EBR Yanlong. Roar. Go on, go on, go on. Roar and refuel, take a deep breath, and Yi Xiu drags his mouse into the first round of battle at the power station. Goken and Xiao Xiao started double sniping, with Yi Xiu serving as the second breakthrough position. In the S23 season, Backpacks 1 and 2 can carry hero-level weapons, and his choices are M14 EBR Xuanwu and AK-47 Fire Kirin. As for the better M4A1 Thor, it's for the main players in the team and it's not his turn yet. Take an M14 EBR Xuanwu and cut a gun every day, and the sound of commanding nostalgia can be heard in the earphones. 2B3A is on as usual. First, check the information. Xiao Xiao, go to point B and take Yi Xiu with you. Let him stabilize first. 577, Goken lies at point A, I'll stay at point A and get some information. Xiao Xiao nodded and said, okay, Yi Xiu, you and I are a bit nervous about the first one. You can hide it in the B bag and keep it hidden. Yi Xiu replied, oh, okay, I'll be there soon. 577 exclaimed in surprise, hey, how did Goken get 98k? He doesn't know how awesome the Phantom God is. Xiao Xiao gave him a blank eye and roast, do you want to take care of this? Goken's pistol is the main weapon. Star gods and phantom gods can play at will. 577 sweated and said, ahem, actually what worries me more is whether Goken can understand our tactics and fall into the A-pit. Yi Xiu, it's up to you. Yi Xiu, who had been teased, thought to himself and said, well, it's okay, let me handle it. I can communicate with him. Goken, Budalomi. Goken's response was quick, okay, no problem. 577, Nianjiu, Xiao. This is really Nima, excellent. Then, Xiao exclaimed, lie down. Goken took a turn and followed Yi Xiu to point B. He had to turn around and go to point A. Goken was supposed to go to point A, but you turned him to point B. This way of communication is really 6. 3A-2B, the police split their troops, and Yi Xiu carried an assault rifle and ran all the way to point B. Goken understood, without hesitation, and followed with a signature, Coulter_CFS. Xiao turned his head in the wooden box and quickly walked through the study with 577, heading towards package A, while Nianjiu ran towards the connecting door, not forgetting to throw a high cigarette and seal it towards port B. Set up the formation, be steady and wait for the ambush to attack. Dida, in just a moment when the smoke started and went out, the lurkers arrived. It was none other than the WE main sniper, the violent child. On the slope of the middle road, the violent child who reached in with a sniper squatted diagonally, actively cleared it, and with one shot, he pulled off the nostalgia in the direction of bar B. First blood. With a burst of blood, Nianjiu was the first to be eliminated. Nian said, damn it, it's just a second away. We've all come up, we've all been energized. Xiao. Okay, received. 577, it's okay, you can take a break and leave the rest to us. Nian said, Xiao and Yi Xiu, they have already broken A, just fight back to defend. 4 versus 5, that's all the information, come on. Yi Xiu. Goken, go back to A, go. Goken. Okay, the nest is here. Nian, who was infuriated with blood, quickly made arrangements and entered the observation mode. The White Sharks of this season are led by Nianjiu as the main commander of the team. In addition to personal operations, he also needs to arrange tactics and coordinate formations, which has had a significant impact on him. The tactics are not very outstanding, and my personal strength has been compromised. Maybe I will drop to level S for the first time. To get to the point, soon the battle at point A also reached a critical moment. Falschcombe. Pang, fire in the hole. Boom. Flash grenades, high explosive grenades, and a set of combination props were smashed into pit A, and the confident 577 was directly hit by a 7 meat and 8 vegetable. Wu Shilong and Shui Feng flew quickly from the A lane to the A pit, but 577 couldn't withstand the counterattack for a second and was directly numbed. Bang! After clicking on the pillar, Xiao used a fierce ghost probe and quickly drew AM200_Huanchin shot, shooting down Wu Shilong who was flying forward. But Ah Wei, who charged from the A lane, was a bit unreasonable. Seeing Xiao with the probe, AK-47_Huakelin fired a short quick shot with 2 bangs, directly hitting its head. The countdown has only reached 1 minute and 30 seconds, and WE's fast attack is like breaking bamboo, exchanging for 3 and winning a pack points. On the other hand, Goken and Yi Xiu are taking action. Goken really understood Yi Xiu's poor English and walked towards the bottom of the B. channel with his sniper in hand, showing a perfect understanding. And Yi Xiu from behind brought up a 2v4 endgame, cut his gun to ease his nervousness, and then pulled out a high explosive grenade. Fireinthehole. Boom. The high explosive grenade drew a perfect arc and landed at the B. port. Ding. The Thor system is being activated and bound. Successfully bound, the host can receive a buff for each grenade thrown. Ding! Successfully threw and obtained the top positioning buff. With the sound of thunder, a pleasant sound echoed in his ears, leaving Yi Xiu stunned. The heavenly descent system is an essential artifact for travelers. Did God close a window and quietly open another one? The joy has not yet passed, but the battle situation has changed. Goken was startled by the high explosion and also arrived at the B-channel entrance, and the incident happened at this moment. Upon hearing the thunder and retreating, Lin Yi, who was flipping up the sewer, made a ghostly move and grabbed the M14EBR_flame dragon towards Goken, giving it a fierce beating. Bang! M200_phantom god raised his hand in an instant, and Goken hastily fired an empty iron gun. But when Lin Yi knocked out 2/3 of his health, the fatal injury came from his back. Surprised by his surprise, Yi Xiu launched a fierce and fast attack. M4A1_Xuanwu crazily embraced the fire, sweeping through the B channel and delivering a fatal shot to Goken, perfectly harvesting the harvest. K.O. Goken, just casually, Lin Yi tried so hard to kill Lin Yi, but ended up being brutally killed. Lin Yi remained calm in the face of trouble, squatting horizontally for seconds. M14EBR_Yanlong rapid fire, 3 shots with a burst head, counter-killing Yi Xiu. Lai used M14EBR_flame dragon to kill White Shark. Yi Xiu defenders are completely annihilated, lurkers win, and we have obtained the first point of the power supply station. An inexplicable TK, Goken's Colt couldn't even shoot, and he also wondered, Nani. Yi Xiu said mischievously, "Hey, surprise." Nianjiu was so shocked that he quickly said, "Cough, Goken, it's a friendly greeting. Yi Xiu, you need to be more stable later. You can't treat international friends like this." Goken couldn't understand and was stunned for a second or two before saying, "Son, lying." Puff. Ha ha ha. 577, Xiao Xiao didn't hold back and laughed out loud, while his nostalgia was covered in black lines and he had already sentenced Yi Xiu to death in his heart. What's not good to teach, to lead a bad honest person. Do you live? 2 versus 4, Goken with his little translator, can we win the endgame? Yi Xiu threw a high explosive, brushed off his presence, but brought Lin Yi back. Starry Sky Gun, can Colt get up in seconds? Wachow, Yi Xiu rebelled and directly gave Goken to TK. He was also killed by the rebellion. Damn it, I can't handle it a bit. Wu Nan, who had nowhere to release her passion, was about to explode when a TK disrupted her mood and made her spit out a bit fragrant. Boss Bai pulled his hair with one hand and said helplessly, Yi Xiu is too nervous. If he didn't pay attention, he just let Goken go. Let him be a tool man, but he took Goken's blood. What should I say? Online buddies, bullet comments quickly drift by. Sleeping trough, why did you fuck Goken? He's such a Nima talent. Pooh, I can't bear it anymore. My TK teammate was killed by Lin Ye's counterattack. They're both new players, it's really eye-wrenching. Goken suffered a backlash from tool men. A human tragedy, my heart is shattered to the ground. No need to say anything, silence is better than sound at this moment. Goken. Whose calamity, this is really my calamity. Ha ha ha, I got your point. I am the dividing line. New book upload, please forgive any past grievances and support us with all your might. Chapter 3, Top Positioning, Are You Okay? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Stay calm, maintain a stable mindset, and don't collapse. Goken, Yi Xiu was just careless, don't take it to heart either. Relieving a little awkwardness from nostalgia, he continued, this one is still 3A to B. Goken and I will go to B, and Yi Xiu, you can go and see the connection. Take advantage of favorable terrain for defense, get information first, don't panic. 577 said faintly, brother, that's all you say. Goken doesn't understand either. Let Yi Xiu translate and convey it. Nian Jiu was stunned for a moment, then smiled and said, shit, I forgot he can't understand. Yi Xiu, please tell him and speak well. Yi Xiu nodded and asked, Goken, Ariuak. Goken replied solemnly, I'm fine, no problem. Yi Xiu said to Nian Jiu again, he said there's no problem. He's very good and can fight as he wants. Nostalgia. 577's mouth twitched and he said in a muffled voice, I understand that too, but how do I feel like you're fooling us? I can translate it this way. Xiao Xiao joked, ha ha ha, at least you don't know how to Buddha drop rice, and Goken doesn't bird you either. 577, Nima. Nian Nian said, hey, Goken came with me. Yi Xiu still has something. Xiao Xiao said, oh, they must have been using a secret code. They actually went to B. 577. Goken is really heading towards B. 577 looks silly, this is really okay. Only Yi Xiu knew that Goken probably came from the top, and he was just fooling around. However, now he's not panicking anymore. The buff is in his hand, but he's no longer a little transparent. A slight tingling sensation spread throughout the body, greatly enhancing reaction, operation, and consciousness, which was an unprecedented feeling. As long as one can demonstrate their hard power, communication with Goken will not be as important. Switching his backpack, he took out an AK-47 Fire Kirin and arrived at the door of a connection. Slightly leaning back, he took small steps and approached the top of bar B, sticking to the corner of the wall. A purple smoke was sealed on the periphery of A, and Yi Xiu lay quietly, actually in a state of eagerness to fight. After all, it's now a top-notch buff with an unprecedented peak state, making it hard to resist. And the Wii on the other side didn't disappoint him either. After some exploration, Baotong and Awei touched the slope of the middle road and were already ready to move. After Wu Shilong and Shui Feng entered the A path, Lin Yi flipped into the Sutra Pavilion, and the five of them hugged A and launched an attack immediately. Falschcombe. Peng, flashing into pit A, Wu Shilong charged fiercely and quickly ran out of path A, stepping on the railing and flying straight to the pit. M4A1 Thunder God Rapid Shooting Stubborn, dazzling big pit dead corner position. At the same position, 577 was unable to stand up and felt a bit soft. Just as he raised his hand and returned the gun, he was momentarily knocked down again in this position. And this time, Xiao Xiao was also in the big pit, below the path, looking at Wu Shilong who was flying down, and M200 Huanshan threw a shot in an instant. After only 0.5 seconds of landing, Wu Shilong couldn't even turn his head, and his health bar was cleared and he received a boxed meal. Xiao Xiao's handsome and compelling operation failed to make it to the end in a pit. Shui Feng had enough experience. He first glanced around at point A on the outer edge of the path, and after Wu Shilong landed in a box, he immediately stepped on the railing, pressed his gun down, and flew down. Xiao Xiao felt a sensation in her heart. She cut Coulter_CFS in seconds and looked up to speed, but the trajectory was crooked. She couldn't kill Shui Feng in seconds, but instead was pressed to the ground and rubbed. Double kill. Shui Feng's double kill, 1 for 2, can only be said to have won the A pit, because the teammate who rushed towards the periphery overturned. The violent child's hand felt hot, so he arranged the spot first, but took a step ahead. Yi Xiu at the front of bar B, with the AK-47 Fire Kirin gun firmly locked onto the intersection, caught the violent child on this side, quickly hit his head, and took him away. Quickly killing one person, Yi Xiu did not wait in place, but took 2 steps back on the B lane. When Lin Yi rushed out from the entrance of the Sutra Pavilion with this move, his pre-equipped set of advanced guns had a slightly crooked aiming point. And Yi Xiu, who was in a super nice state, fired 2 AK-47_fire Kirin quickfire shots, with a golden head shot that instantly killed Lin Yi. With a double kill, Yi Xiu also leaned back against the wall, and Away followed up with a shot from the middle, making it empty. Duh. Away is not greedy. AK-47_Huaquilin continues to draw some points, retreating with small steps, wanting to go towards Bar A Road. As he approached the entrance and was about to retreat behind the wall, Su Chen made a small dodge, unleashed his soul, and instantly killed him. After 3 kills, Goken and Nianjiu were still on their way back to defend and praised them along with them. 666, Nice, Yi. This 3 kills is very sharp, Bull B. Sleeping Trough, is this still Yi Xiu I know? It's a bit 6. Luck, I am lucky. With a little humility, Yi Xiu's heart was already filled with joy. With buff added, it's like the protagonist of a martial arts novel being passed down for 70 years by a top expert, entering the martial arts world for the first time and reaching its peak state. Little transparency, there is also spring. Don't say much, let's listen to the thunder and prevent ourselves from getting drunk. Commentary seat. Xiaoyu exclaimed, 5 of us hugged A, but Baotong and Lin Yi all fell into Yi Xiu's hands. AK played against each other, who could laugh until the end. With 1 shot per second, Yi Xiu defeated Wei and obtained a 3-game combo. Oh my goodness, Yi Xiu, who just came on stage, had such a brilliant performance in the second round. He really impressed me. Wei praised, the 3 kills with full gold content, the best form of violent child in Wei, along with Lin Yi and Wei, were all taken down by him. I think his ability to adjust his state is really scary. The previous point was when I gave my teammate to TK and was countered by Lin Yi. In this crucial moment, I withstood the pressure and scored 3 kills, making me look like 2 people in comparison. Xiaoyu nodded and said, yes, it was a very impressive performance, mainly due to the huge contrast between the front and back, which shocked me. He originally took Xuanwu, but this time when he took the fire Qilin, he really felt it. Wei smiled and said, yes, calm and not panicked, accurate positioning, perfect operation. Okay, let's take a look at Xiao Jie's 1 vs 3 endgame and how he will handle it. Live streaming room. Digging grass, so 6. So fierce. 3 kills, this AK has something to do. The previous score was as if I was stunned, but this one is like a killer, the contrast is really big. Boss Bai said he is a tool man. Do you have a tool man who can take 3 kills? I thought we had entered garbage time, but now it seems a bit complicated. Yi Xiu's position is on the B lane, Goken, Nianjiu, and the route is unknown. Seal a purple smoke bomb in the direction of the small pit, and Shui Feng chooses to lean against the big pit. He wants to destroy one first before making the next plan. Away. Damn it, I sent a wave of 3 kills, I'm losing blood. Storm Boy. Every second, I can't help it. I will serve dim sum later. Lin Yi said, the previous one was just a dish B. I didn't expect him to be more imposing. It's careless. Be serious, don't underestimate the enemy. Wu Shilong said, Shuifeng, your position is missing. This wave will definitely be surrounded. I think you can run away to protect your gun, take a break. Before Wu Shilong finished speaking, Shui Feng from a Daking was taken seriously. Flash grenade plus high explosive grenade, 2 items hit a pit, leaving him with only 7 drops of health. 7 drops of blood, facing a 1 vs 3 endgame, my heart feels completely cold. 2-2 Tuesday. Nianjiu rushed over from the entrance of the A lane, and Shui Feng drew 2 shots through the gap between the wall and the wooden box below the A lane, only to cut off half of Nianjiu's blood and be penetrated backwards. A shot hits the shoulder, clearing the health directly, making the heart cold and even the person cold. At the end of the round, the defender won and the score came to a 1.1 draw. Do you live? Sleeping slot. Yi Xiu, kill 3, how about this 6? I'm not dreaming, Goken didn't kill 1, he killed 3. Baby and Wu Nan were shocked, but Boss Bai praised them and said, nice, Yi Xiu can do it. The positioning is fast, accurate, and ruthless, with 3 heads popping. This 1 point is self-redemption, making up for the mistakes, it's worth it. Online friends, the barrage drifts rapidly. 666, hey, this tool person is not simple. Excellent, I didn't have any expectations for him, but he quietly amazed me. 3 heads popping, this AK is very strong. Hahaha, Wu Nan's face turned pale. He stayed up late to practice shooting, so he might not even be able to play. Go on, Goken also wants to show off. I am the dividing line PS. Please ask for flowers and evaluation tickets. Chapter 4, Rampage Old Driver. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 1, we 1.1 White Shark, 0, in the 3rd round of the first half, the battle begins. Lin Yi gave the White Shark Youth Training a 3 kill, but still felt a bit uncomfortable. He spoke up and said, take it easy. This time, be more steady and take it seriously. First, give the group props, keep the rhythm down, and get some information. Away Zan said together, steady and steady, don't panic. It was just that I made up too quickly that the newcomer, White Shark, was swept away. Bao Tong replied, okay, I won't go in the queue this time. Let's go and compare our guns with Goken and try to get him out of the queue. I gave the newcomer a triple kill, but it's a bit of a social death. Let's see if we can find a place with him. Wu Shilong cheered and said, sure, Goken will make his debut today. Teacher Tony will give him a set of washing, cutting, and blowing, and give him some blood. Lin Yi reminded, Goken's blood has run out. That Yi Xiu showed him the first time. Shui Feng's mouth slightly curled up upon hearing this, and he said happily, not to mention, this Yi Xiu is a bit sick. The fat and water don't flow into outsiders' fields, The violent child said in a muffled voice, it doesn't matter. 1 blood is nothing. Overall, we need to hold the White Shark in place. Come on, the shooting technique is stable. Away. Come on. Nowadays, unlike in the past, the White Shark, which has won 1 and lost 5, has fallen from the altar. The Wii team, with 2 wins and 4 losses, is full of confidence, which is largely due to their strength. I am relaxed and comfortable, taking a leisurely stroll in the courtyard. You are ready, like walking on thin ice. Dida, in a blink of an eye, the countdown to the turn reached 1 minute and 10 seconds, still in a 5v5 battle. Summarize and analyze the information, perhaps there is no temptation of a single blood. The violent child did not single touch, and we still pointed the spear at point A. When the countdown entered red seconds, the attack was launched instantly. Roar. Chong. The flashing bullet hit in the direction of Bar B, Wu Shilong and Away, the 2 leading brothers, roared and charged quickly from the middle to reach the outer edge of A. There was no one at the A crossing, and Away withdrew his gun in advance, then turned right and caught up with Wu Shilong's footsteps. Lin Yi rushed out of the Sutra Pavilion, and Shui Feng also climbed up from the slope of the middle road, focusing his gaze on the area of Bar A. Breakthrough head-on, don't play virtual games. Flash bombs, high explosive grenades, 2 props consume a wave, the assault rifle flies ballistic, and a fierce set of firepower suppresses, covering oneself to advance forward. As Lin Yi approached the wooden box on the right, 577, carrying a set of advance guns, pulled out from behind the pillar at point A of the package. Dada. Bulge. Facing the gun head-on, the 577 small cannon failed to get up and was instantly hit by Lin Yi, resulting in a devastating blow to the head. Bang! At the dead end of the big pit, Xiao Xiao suddenly looked up and M200_Huanshan quickly threw a shot, pulling out Shui Feng who was following up with bar A. K, with one person, Xiao Xiao raised her eyebrows. It's already time to settle down like this, and it's over. Burying oneself in the gun and changing bullets, and looking up for another shot in a blink of an eye, it is a self-proclaimed empty gun. Xiao Xiao's empty gun, that's Lin Ye's good fortune. He pressed the muzzle towards the dead corner of the big pit and fired several shots, killing Xiao Xiao who had changed into a small pistol and winning the double kill. However, Xiao Xiao's deathbed counterattack left him with little health and a trace of blood loss. Instant combat. Wu Shilong and Wei rushed forward and backward towards the intersection of Gangbi Road. Wu Shilong was scouting ahead and did not see anyone under the door connected to A, so he immediately turned his gaze to the study. Wei was on guard at the back. When Wu Shilong looked at the study, he pointed his gun towards the door connected to A. The battle on the other side started, but the two of them were not too anxious and cooperated harmoniously, wanting to be down to earth with every step. And Yi Xiu was in the study. He had been flashed before, but when the negative state subsided and the gunfire in the direction of Baodian rang out, he silently recited 321 and suddenly flashed out. The Rampage old driver, buff was added, with a ghostly speed that seemed to teleport out of nowhere, appearing in Wu Shilong's sight. Wu Shilong reacted quickly and raised his hand to shoot, but Yi Xiu was faster. AK-47_Fire Qilin fired a shot at each other, instantly dividing life and death. .34 Yi Xiu was shot in the arm, Wu Shilong's helmet shattered, and his blood bar cleared and he received a boxed meal. Instant kill in seconds, giving away not much time to react. As soon as he turned around and pulled his gun, the trajectory of AK-47_Fire Qilin swung towards him. Wei was startled and his gun trembled, failing to quickly hit his head before being shot away. Double kill. Yi Xiu, who had achieved a double kill and still had 37 health left, did not retreat. He pushed himself out of the study and pressed his gun towards the direction of point A. Shui Feng, who also received the double kill, has now arrived in pit A. However, he didn't want to fight hard with his remaining blood. He threw a smoke bomb in the direction of the small pit, hoping to wait for the violent child to come and stabilize a 2 versus 3 endgame. After sealing the smoke and landing in pit A, he crouched behind the wooden box. With just 2 squats to explore, Yi Xiumeng had already jumped over the small pit after escaping the smoke. Shui Feng looked up again and was immediately locked in Yi Xiu's sharp gaze. The AK-47_Fire Qilin gun fire burst out, and bullets poured into his face. Headshot. With a head-popping blow, Shui Feng couldn't bear it any longer. He suffered a flash kill and once again contributed a triple kill to Yi Xiu. Bang! The late-arriving child quickly shot through Yi Xiu's chest in front of the B lane. Slow down for 1.1 seconds, unable to save Shui Feng, we can only avenge him. The round is not over yet, and there are 31 seconds left in the countdown. It's a 1 versus 2 endgame, and the difficulty is not small. At this point, WE's team voice. Wu Shilong. Damn it, is this taking me a second? Away. He's meowing, just a little bit close, let him kill with 3 again. Shui Feng said, my pot, I didn't expect him to come straight at me and fight me hard. Wu Shilong said, it's okay. He's a newcomer and hasn't played against him before. It's normal for him to be a bit aggressive. Shui Feng said, it makes sense, but it feels really uncomfortable to receive 2 triple kills in a row. Wu Shilong. Calm down, Teacher Tony is still here, we can definitely take it down. As soon as the words fell, the violent child suffered. He held the pillar at point A for a while and lit another cigarette towards the small pit. Just as he was about to unpack, Nianjiu ran out of the A path, turned around gorgeous, and grabbed him straight away. 222 Tuesday. M4A1_Thunder God's stable and accurate rapid shooting directly swept the Thunder Boy into a hornet's nest, and on the spot, KO. WE's entire army was defeated, and the White Sharks scored another point, but the score surpassed them. Baotong said in a muffled voice, Shilong, you have grown an extra mouth. It's really life-threatening. Shuaifeng felt the same way and followed, that's right. When he spoke in the endgame, he must kneel down. It's so demonic. Wu Shilong. M. Commentary Seat Howei exclaimed, Yi Xiu exerted his power and won 3 more kills, helping the team secure a 2 versus 1 advantage in the endgame. Baotong has limited options and time, so he can only pack at point A, and Nianjiu didn't give him this opportunity. Judging from these 2 points, Goken seems a bit invisible, but as a new member of the youth training team, Yi Xiu has stepped forward, which is very impressive. Xiaoyu nodded lovingly and said with certainty, yes, if you lose something in the east corner, take it back. The Xuanwu that Yi Xiu first took, after replacing it with the fire Qilin, felt like a different person. Just now, he and Shuaifeng were both bloodless. As a defender, he had to rush over and kill them hard. The fight was too fierce. Howei nodded slightly and said with a smile, at that time, Yi Xiu and Shuaifeng both went to double kill. 2 double kills led to 1 triple kill, which was very reasonable. This year's competition has indeed seen a lot of impressive new players emerge. Like Lu Hang from KZ, Yuma and Sakura Jun who have been in love for a long time. Although they lack experience, their marksmanship is really top-notch, with a strong sense of sharpness. Xiaoyu playfully said, Yi Xiu's performance is really impressive. However, he is the youth trainer of the White Shark, so I have to sweat for him. A January 14th smile should be taken as a lesson. The buddies in the live broadcast room, 666, another 3 kills, newcomer bull. The tool man actually got up, show it. Smile. How do you mean? Do you still have those who repeatedly whip the corpse? He hits hard and charges hard, his gameplay is so addictive. We won't kill the unknown, hurry up and take care of the White Shark in one pot, Cheer up, EDG Rush. Brother, you went to the wrong set, I am the dividing line PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. Begging for the support of the big shots. Chapter 5. Gun shoots bird, Goken rises up. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Smoking bomb. Peng Chi. In front of the study room, next to the pillar in package A, smoke is swirling, making it difficult to see the real and the virtual. We was only 1 point behind, and shortly after the start of the 4th round, they blocked 2 smoke towards point A, creating a tense atmosphere of imminent war. Not to mention, there was a slight effect. Yi Xiu, who was playing for the first time, felt a little nervous again. Mainly due to lack of experience, I didn't lose any high explosive points or buffs in the previous point, which can be considered as a long-term memory. Fireinthehole. Boom. Ding. Successfully thrown, gain the defensive hero buff. With a high explosive throw, it doesn't have the tingling sensation of static tentacles like before. It seems that there are still certain limitations. It can only be used in the next round after gaining buffs in the current round. This must be urging me to eat, drink water, and throw grenades on time. Okay, it's time to take a break after 3 consecutive kills. Let's just lie down at the A connection and the police resurrection point. The information transmission at point A, nostalgic for returning from point B to point A, saw Yi Xiu lying at the police station and said, Yi Xiu, you need to stabilize yourself. You are in good condition now. I think we still wants to rush towards point A, probably because they are rushing towards you. This time, 4 of us are blocking A, so we need to help you stand up. Nian Nian spoke with great righteousness, but Yi Xiu's response was a bit unconventional. Well, you don't necessarily want to come at me. I feel that the 0/3577 is more attractive than me. They should know how to pick and pinch persimmons when they are soft. Xiao Xiao laughed and said, ha ha ha, there's nothing wrong. I feel like Yi Xiu's analysis is very accurate. The delicate pinching of persimmons is exquisite. The person was lying in the big pit, and the pot fell from the sky. The corners of 577's mouth twitched, and he said stiffly, what's that? There's a saying that goes, shoot the head bird with a gun. Maybe the wee head iron is coming at you. A bit sleazy, definitely right. Nian Jiu chuckled and said, alright, you two, stop fighting. The risk of being washed away is 50-50. But don't panic, I'll make up for it. No matter where we rushes, we'll get a nose for dust. Xiao Xiao took another look and said, I think the same way. 4 people blocking a must be careful. However, Yi Xiu is quite interesting. Come on, I'll keep an eye on you. 577 pursed his mouth and said softly, oh, your sentence is quite interesting. You must be coming at me, right? My teammates have been around, right? Goken couldn't understand, but he also actively took a break and said, nice, nice. 577. If you don't understand it, you will be confused and unable to roast. Smoke sealed, the previous ride faced 3 kills, AG is coming to attack me. 6 halves, already earned over. Since that's the case, it's better to take the initiative instead of waiting for death. Anyway, it's a free 2.0 KD, so face it head on and do whatever it takes. Just say it and do it. Yi Xiu started from the police's small slope, silently jumping and making a move, rushing towards the intersection of Bar B. Suddenly, Daoku pulled out the muzzle and swung it to the left, densely packed, all of them are people. AK-47 Chilen's gunfire flickered and died instantly. Yi Xiu changed his remaining health by 2 and was instantly killed by the concentrated fire. However, he has obtained all this first-hand information. 4 on the periphery, and 2 with residual blood. Sniper is also here, stay calm and don't wave. I thought to myself in nostalgia, it's really interesting. I ruined myself, but remember to remind my teammates not to be reckless. However, Yi Xiu didn't lose too much by getting the information. High explosive throwing, smoke sealing, dragon gate formation opening, defender terrain advantage, 3v5 is also impressive, let's come over. Commentary seat. Xiaoyu was surprised and said, hey, Yi Xiu couldn't resist and took the initiative to pull him out, but he collided with the Wei army and was brutally beaten up. The movements were very brave and the posture was very handsome, but only 2 minor disabilities were replaced. Hao Wei sighed and said, I'm still too young to calm down. However, once the information was obtained, we knew that we was pushing forward and we intended to expose it, so we did not directly erupt. Xiaoyu analyzed, being washed away by Yi Xiu is equivalent to slowing down. The White Shark set of props still needs to be discussed from the beginning. Playing, is a clear card, fighting head on, but the White Shark has also handed in props, and now fighting is a big fight. Hao Wei shook his head slightly and said, we have a numerical advantage, 5 against 4. There's no need to take the risk of a big fight. You see, Wu Shilong and Wei have already used props. They are going to switch to point B, so we need to see how Goken operates. Can it withstand it? Xiaoyu said with a hint of excitement, let's take the lead with the violent children and a large army to follow. Can Goken withstand the pressure and get up in an instant? The first shot, did you, Bang. Goken, who was attached to his left hand above the B. Pass, fired the first shot steadily and fiercely, catching the violent child who had been ordered first, and then shot him down. Bulge. The violent child fell to the ground, and Wu Shilong and Wei moved quickly. Thunder God and Fire Chilen fired their guns and advanced their shots, charging towards the top of the B. Pass. But Goken didn't hesitate, with a lone wolf demeanor, and pulled out his Coulter_CFS. Pop. With a flick of the muzzle and a quick shot, it hit Wu Shilong's forehead and was a deadly blow. Pop. Another seamless shot pierced through Wei's forehead, recreating the killing. Multi-kill. Speed 3 kills, Goken started showing off, but We's embrace and pressure did not give him another chance to output. Shui Feng followed up with a quick shot and hit it, clearing Goken's health bar and sending him off. Shui Feng. Lin Yi, keep up. B point should be empty, just grab the bag point. Lin Yi said, okay, it's a bit of a loss to exchange these 3 for 1. Away. Humph, it's just that he didn't blow his head, otherwise he would at most replace Tony. Bao Tong. You can also chat. Shui Feng was not wrong in his thinking. B point was indeed empty, and he and Lin Yi rushed into B package point without any obstacles. Smoke sealed the bell tower below, and he set up a gun to cover it. Lin Yi placed the C4 and directly defended the B package point. Stay calm in the aftermath of 2 versus 3 and try to exhaust it as much as possible. And on the White Shark's side, Xiao Xiao. Nice, Goken. 577, beautiful, Goken, Nyopi. Yi Xiu. You say it's beautiful, but he still doesn't understand. You have to say it's beautiful. 577, beautiful, Goken. Goken. Thank you. 577, it's a bit interesting. Yi Xiu has something. Xiao Xiao. Pooh, even elementary school monks can do it, that's you. Nian Nian said, alright, let's talk less and start working. Xiao Xiao, let's draw first. 577 and I went through the alley and only 2 people were guarding. It's impossible for one person to bypass. 577, come on, charge up. Xiao Xiao. Bang. 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 At the vertical box in front of the police house, Xiao Xiao fantasy god Lien instantaneously draws a lottery for point B. My luck is average and I haven't drawn anyone. 577, Nianjiu took the opportunity to flip up from the garage, rushed into B lane, and directly opened the door. 577 was ahead, and there was no one searching for details. He quickly pulled forward and met Shui Feng behind the large box in package B. 2-2 Tuesday. 2-2 Tuesday. Double M4 shooting in a group, exchanging a wave of health, Shui Feng leaned back with the momentum, wanting to fight, but Nianjiu was at the back to support the 577, which was a bit overwhelming. With a gust of wind blowing under his feet, he chased after Shui Feng in a straight charge, and the gunfire swept relentlessly, rushing towards him. During Shui Feng's actions, the gun got a bit out of control and he couldn't even pull 577 to cushion his back, resulting in a tragic defeat by KO. 577 received his own blood and immediately rushed towards the B pack point combination box. 2-2 Tuesday. The ballistic missile was launched, but it went in the wrong direction. Lin Yi was behind the high box, not behind the combination box. M14EBR_Flame Dragon Rapid shooting 2 guns, 577 body position lost, shot in chest and shoulder, half blood cleared, fell to the ground and felt cool. Lin Yi remained steady and shrank behind the high box, wanting to waste some time when he was reminded to attend classes. Locked in position, nostalgic and swift, rushed into the B. Pack point, turned around and leaned back against the combination box. M4 gunfire burst and shuttled towards the back of the high box. Stable and precise shooting, Lin Ye's figure was already half paralyzed, and he couldn't pull the gun line in time. 2 consecutive shots hit, HP returned to 0, and Lin Yi fell. There are still 17 seconds left in the countdown to the C4 explosion, enough time. This minute is already in the White Shark's bag. The White Sharks are unstoppable in their pursuit of 3 points. We head coaching 2 didn't use any internal communication and handed over a long pause, wanting to stop and take a break. I am the dividing line. PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. Happy New Year. New book upload, hoping everyone can like it, seeking recommendations, flowers, reviews, collections. Chapter 6. When it comes to youth training, he just plays with it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Commentary seat. Xiaoyu. Goken, kill 3, help the team gain a numerical advantage, 577, hold on to the stalemate, and the White Shark gets another point. After chasing for 3 points in a row, Ing-2 couldn't sit still and handed in a long pause. Howei. The White Shark is on the rise. After Goken and Yi Xiu came on the field, they played a bit aggressively. Although I didn't see any coordination or tactical skills, I was able to withstand them personally. Goken killed 3 and Yi Xiu killed 2. The explosion of personal abilities forced we to stop. Xiaoyu said, yes, Yi Xiu's arrival has also refreshed our understanding of the 4 words White Shark Youth Training. Perhaps I lack some experience, but I really dare to fight and fight. Okay, C4 was successfully dismantled, and Shark won this point. Let's listen to WE's pause communication. The online kfers, the barrage floats rapidly. 666, the White Shark is getting better. Goken is still so top-notch, world #1 Colt, NB. He not refreshed my understanding of White Shark Youth Training, but also refreshed my understanding of playing with companions. Manual dog head, hahaha, 3 consecutive kills, I feel like he's about to succeed in ascending. To be frank, he still has some marksmanship, but he fights a bit rashly and impulsively kills people's heads. A long pause and Ing-2 clapped his hands and said, just now, this score was actually quite good. Everyone worked hard and did a good job in the details. Wu Shilong and Wei exchanged props, and when they turned to B, they took the initiative to charge, doing very well. But overall, I think it would be more appropriate to play instead of turning to point B. Upon hearing this, Shui Feng immediately explained, that newcomer got all the information, and coupled with the ban on cigarettes, that's why I wanted to switch to B. 5 people hugged B and got brushed 3 times by Goken, so it's a bit of a loss. I also know that Goken is at point B and I want to go and touch him, but I didn't expect it to really make him crazy, said the violent child. Ing-2 shook his head and said, Goken is a famous player in the CFS World Championship. Don't doubt his screen scrolling ability, it should be given enough attention. Of course, having a competitive mindset is a good thing. Next time, be more aggressive and don't give him a chance to grab a handgun. The problem now is that the pace is a bit too fast. For example, we have just gained a numerical advantage and the White Shark has been banned. What if we rely on it? Don't worry. Wu Shilong nodded repeatedly and said, I'm really in a hurry. Next, let's focus on stability and be more aggressive. At a critical moment, I strive to burst into a wave and unleash my momentum. Shui Feng smiled and said, at the critical moment, you should first control your mouth, everything else is fine. Wu Shilong. Wu Shilong was a little emo, but his teammates laughed happily and the frustration of chasing 3 points dissipated. The newcomer in the team, Lin Yi, remained silent throughout the entire process and listened quietly, adjusting his own state. Newcomers, talk less and do more, or rely on their marksmanship to speak. Switch the live broadcast camera to the White Shark side. Keep working hard, I won't say much about tactics. I did a great job of nostalgia. Goken and Yi Xiu came on stage, both snipers opened up. There was a slight issue with the configuration, and I couldn't quite locate myself. Xiao Xiao didn't guard point B, and when he reached point A, he became a bit invisible. 577 was also a bit affected, and he was repeatedly pressed several times in the big pit. Shima's analysis was very thorough and could be described as a sharp shot, without giving any face. 577 stubbornly said, I am suitable for breaking through. If I am passively beaten, it is not my style. My combat power will be compromised. Xiao Xiao said, the rate of empty shots on my first shot has been a bit high lately, and I can't make any progress. I will adjust it. Shima nodded and said, I'll sort it out myself and find the most suitable way to play for my condition. In terms of personnel allocation, I think Goken and Yi Xiu can go to be together, while you two, Nianzhou and Xiao Xiao, can stay together so that there is no conflict. Well, Yi Xiu performed very well and exceeded my expectations a bit. He had a good communication with Goken, killing 2 and killing 3, and he also got angry. Upon hearing this, Yi Xiu quickly said, good luck, just in time. 577 snorted, don't be humble. Although I'm a quarter, I won't admit that I'm unlucky. Xiao Xiao added, then you need to smile more. People who love to laugh won't have too bad luck. 577, Nima. Cough, cough. With a light cough of 2, Nianzhou broke up and said, don't just talk nonsense. You two should stabilize your guns first. Next, let's listen to Shimo. The three of us are at point A, and Yi Xiu and Goken are going to point B together, 3A2B. Yi Xiu, tell Goken not to run to B later, it's coming to A again. After reminiscing about the past, Yi Xiu's heart beat faster and he gritted his scalp, saying, okay, no problem. With a little thought, he looked at Goken and said, Goken. Yuan, let's go high pi. Shima, Nianzhou, and 577 were petrified on the spot when they heard this poor translation. After being stunned for 2 seconds, Goken nodded and responded with a smile, okay, high pi, ride high pi. 577's mouth twitched when he heard this, and his heart raced with excitement. Is this really okay? Do you live? Puff. Wanama. Baby was shocked and exclaimed, damn it, this is really a divine translation. Goken can actually understand. The two of them guarding B together, that's Yuan. Hey pi together. Wu Nan exclaimed in surprise, talent, this Yi Xiuzhen is really talented. He's a bit showy. The universal formula has been found by him. If Song Hongqi is present and Goken wants to go with Song Hongqi, it's you and baby, let's go together. Baby. Boss Bai's lips also pressed down, and he self-explained, with a monthly income of 3,000, I can communicate with Goken, and I even managed 2 triple kills. His cost-effectiveness is already very high. After all, we cannot expect too much from this condition, as long as Goken can understand. As long as you can understand. The buddies in the live broadcast room are all crazy with joy. Puff, ha. I'm laughing to death, Shantima's translation is really impressive. To be honest, I got a perfect score in junior high school English and got 500 shots. Do you want to consider me? Talent, 3,000/month, already earned blood, ha. The main focus is on cost-effectiveness. In that case, you and I can still have fun. 666, even if the wall doesn't agree, I'll agree with your mouth. I am the dividing line. PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. New book upload, new year, I hope everyone can support me. Chapter 7. Defensive Heroes, Majestic. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Commentary seat. Xiaoyu couldn't help but raise her head and said happily, Yuan, let's have fun together. It's really amazing. The internal communication of White Shark, this Yi Xiu is really a translation genius, very well done. Hao Wei chuckled and said, to be honest, after listening to this pause, I realized why I had to go to Yi Xiu. He is not only a breakthrough player, but also a team translator, conveying information, and integrating Goken into the team. His existence, language barrier, is no longer a barrier, ha. Xiaoyu was overjoyed and said, "Speak up, language barrier is not a barrier anymore. Can Goken understand it? It's a fun ride. Although it's a bit funny, the point is, it's really high." Then, WE's pause mainly solved the rhythm issue, while White Shark made adjustments in personnel allocation. Hao-wei put away his joking expression and nodded, saying, we is a bit hasty. We have an advantage in numbers, so we can lean on it and don't have to rush around. On the White Shark side, Goken and Yi Xiu who played today were together, Nianjiu, Xiao Xiao, and 577 defending A, with a clear distinction, which is very reasonable. The explosive power of newcomers, the experience of the elderly, and the combat effectiveness should not be underestimated, nor should they be chaotic. Xiaoyu continued, with clear division of labor, everyone knows what they should do and what role they should play in the team. Hao-wei joked, if that's the case, then Yi Xiu may be playing the role of a translator in the team. Information transmission, mission must be achieved. Xiaoyu laughed wildly, today's meme can't be passed. Fireinthehole. Boom. Ding. Successfully thrown, gain the Voldemort buff. Starting with the buff, Yi Xiu carried AK-47_Fire Qilin and entered the B pack point. He couldn't see the barrage of the Kfurs, but just now, with the petrified expressions of Shima, 577, and Nianjiu, he could imagine it was probably a big smile. However, I'm not that panicked either. The defensive hero buff is close to the body, and the operation, consciousness, and reaction power are greatly improved, with confidence. One more thing, Goken was very well behaved and arrived at point B with his gun in hand. He set up a sniper under door B. What if the information is transmitted properly, even if it's a bit bow? 577 curiously said, Goken, you and me, let's go high pie, okay. Goken had no response. Xiao Xiao chuckled and joked, don't be careless. You can't learn the tacit understanding between Yi Xiu and Goken. 577 grunted. What kind of tacit understanding is not unfashionable English? Oh, no, can't he understand it? Nianjiu smiled and said, I don't understand. Maybe they have a secret code, but every time the meaning arrives, I still quite admire Yi Xiu. I'm giving props to point A again. Take it seriously and stabilize the gun. Yi Xiu, who had been listening quietly all along, was awakened by nostalgia. He can speak a few words in unfashionable English. Instead of killing the gang, he should give Goken a few secret signs to arrange his teammates clearly. It seems that we need to find Goken to add a shift tonight. Go on, go on. Chong chong chong. The pause ended, and WE's friends paused for a while, revived with full blood and full of energy. Fish leaped out in front of his house, and the violent child stayed at Huku to snipe. Away, Shuifeng, Wu Shilong, and Lin Yi all crossed the sewer and arrived at the slope of the middle road. Smoking bomb. Peng Chi. 2 smoke bombs, 1 high explosive grenade was given, and it was controlled in this area for more than 10 seconds. Wu Shilong grinned and said, hey, Ling Tu Qing hasn't come to fight anymore. The last one was quite fierce, this one is mute. Away said straightforwardly, oh, just one time is enough. I guess we just had a pause and got caught by the coach. Wu Shilong said happily, it's too realistic. Compared to us, Lin Yi at home is quite reassuring. People are ruthless, guns are steady, and words are not many. They are the best among newcomers. Lin Yi sweated and said, Miao Zhan, I just did what I was supposed to do, not so outstanding. Baotong said, it's already excellent. I feel that in the future, you can definitely become a top double cultivator in the alliance. The future is promising. Shui Feng also nodded and said, yes, I am also very optimistic about Lin Yi. The future is promising. Whether to score this point as A or B is up to our future double cultivation king to decide. Away made a fuss and said, "There's just so much information. A and B are all 5 to 5. Don't worry, Lin Yi, just do it." After being praised by his teammates, Lin Yi did not refuse. He humbly said, I don't dare to be the double cultivation king, but I still want to touch point B. No matter how awesome Goken is, just focus on him and it's over. Wu Shilong agreed instantly, "You said it well. If you run into us, he's not lucky. I'll charge him fiercely." Shui Feng said, "Okay, then give him a strong charge and get up from wherever you fall. Tactics finalized, blast target B package points. Baotong didn't go to arrange the spot, but directly let the breakthrough hand charge. When the smoke was extinguished and resurfaced, Wu Shilong and Away leaned against the right wall and touched the B channel. With a steady pace and a surge of energy, he suddenly charged towards gate B. Goken, who was standing steadily under the B door, saw a flash of figure below the B pass, and the 98K_star god shot in an instant. Puff, the sound of M4A1_ thunderbolt suddenly stopped, and Wu Shilong was shot in the chest and fell to the ground, sending out a drop of blood. But this time, Away did not disappoint him. Just as Goken pulled out his Colt pistol, his helmet was taken off by AK-47_Fire Kirin, and he had his head shot. He was sent off on the spot. Roar. Beautiful, Away. Call him, Nyo B, still have to lie down. Give him 1 or 2, push point B directly, charge and charge. In an explosive second, Goken, Away roared with great enthusiasm, boosting the team's momentum. Shui Feng and Lin Yi followed suit with a roar and quickly rushed towards gate B, jumping straight into the B package point. Waiting for them is Yi Xiu, who holds the AK-47_Fire Kirin in his hand. Purple smoke fell under the clock tower, and another explosive flash hit the B pack point. Yi Xiu didn't panic at all, leaning against the combination box and urging his teammates. "Here we are, everyone is here. The cigarette has been sealed. Sleeping trough, there is also an instant explosion flash. Brothers, I might have to take a step first." As soon as the microphone was turned off, he pulled out from behind the combination box and with a flick of his gun, he caught Wei rushing towards the big box. Yi Xiu, who flashed into action, fired a lightning-fast shot that pierced through Wei's forehead, killing him with just one strike. Wei, who was full of energy, was struck by lightning, with a mouthful of old blood reaching his roaring head. Feeling depressed, he felt uncomfortable. With this emotion, Shui Feng and Lin Yi also rushed forward, left and right, trying to pull off Yi Xiu. Yi Xiu's movements are very fast, he hits first and naturally doesn't leave any hands. 4. 4. 4. The sharp sound of Goken's call fell, and Yi Xiu had already pulled out from behind the combination box. With a flick of AK-47_Fire Qilin, a violent trajectory spewed out. Dada. Shui Feng just turned his gun head and was shot several times in the chest. His blood bar bottomed out and he received a boxed meal. Lin Yi squatted and turned in seconds, and the N14EBR_Yanlong gunfire burst out, but it passed away in an instant. Headshot. AK burst his head, unable to carry any more, and Lin Yi fell to the ground with a look of astonishment on his face. The new White Shark is so impressive, and my teammates praise me. I can't keep my face on it anymore. After 3 kills, Yi Xiu did not stop to wait for his teammates, but took the initiative to attack and push towards the big box. To eliminate evil, all of you are huddled in front of me and must show your authority. So, the violent child who rushed into Gate B did not even climb over the fence, but instead confronted the majestic Fei Yi Xiu. Holding the phantom god in hand, he couldn't shoot a single shot in an instant, but was instantly killed by Yi Xiu, who had an explosive hand feel. 4 kills. Defensive General was defeated by 1 enemy in 4, and the Wei army charged towards B, but was taken down by Yi Xiu alone. Yi Xiu didn't shout, just looked at the camera, and his right thumb passed over his nose, giving him a cool look. Online friends, the barrage drifts rapidly. Sleeping slot, 666. I promised to play with you, but I killed you with 4. Yi Ziyuniap, it's so cool. Oh, he's still being handsome. Look at his impressive performance. Yi Xiu. Look again, and I'll eat you. Ha ha ha, it's fun now. Playing against the heavens, these 4 kill moves require extra money. Manual dog head, PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. Rolling on the ground, begging for tickets. Chapter 8, Voldemort, Famous Scenes. You are listening at novelfull.audio. We 1.4 White Shark. The flames on the White Shark team logo are still burning, and the effect of long pauses is average. Another 4 kills by the newcomers, with ing2 not saved, another internal communication, intervened in the game. I should have called for an internal communication just now, but I was a bit anxious and couldn't hold on. The first sentence made the team members calm down. ing2 is still very excellent. For now, first press on point A and see if you can hit it, then just hold on to point B. First consume information, slow down the pace, and don't rush to attack. ing2's main focus is on controlling the rhythm. If you can't attack quickly, slow down. Shuaifeng responded, okay, then put the goal at point A, everyone take a moment to slow down. After the pause, the White Shark should still be on the 2B3A regular drive, and the newcomer has a good feel. It should be either in B or in the connection area. Either attack him directly, or attack the small area of A. Away pondered for 2 seconds and said, then let's attack A Xiao. 577's form is not very good, let's use him as the starting point. I'll just go with Wu Shilong, you can force him. Wu Shilong nodded and said, okay, let's take the 577 for surgery. As the old saying goes, pick the softest persimmon and pinch it. The corner of Baodong's mouth slightly raised and he smiled, pinched the persimmon with a soft texture. This is quite suitable for 577, As soon as these words were spoken, even Lin Yi laughed and softened quite appropriately. There's nothing wrong with it. Coaching too has not expressed any further opinions, and there is no problem with his thinking. There is no need to point fingers and influence the performance of the players. Let's take a look first. Target A package points, the formation unfolds in sequence, and the center of gravity is placed on path A. Wu Shilong and Away took a spiral staircase from a lane and turned onto a lane to investigate information, while Shuaifeng entered the Sutra Pavilion. Lin Yi, who had been praised for being so ethereal in the previous minute, still had a burning face and volunteered to reach the slope of the middle road. His idea is very simple. If Yi Xiu is connected to A, then let's have a direct battle with him and vent our anger. WE's team's thighs. The violent child, on the other hand, was sniping at the tiger's mouth and calmly aimed towards Channel B. However, his heart was not so calm either. He gave 2 points for free and couldn't even fire a gun. He was not convinced. Xiaoyu smiled and said, Yi Xiu won the 4 kills and didn't forget to act handsome. It's really quite enjoyable. As a newcomer, I feel that he is becoming more and more comfortable, without any nervousness. Hao Wei said seriously, I can't say that. After all, he gave Goken to TK right away. It can only be said that he has a strong ability to adapt to the competition. And over the past few rounds, he has shown his authority. Either one doesn't kill, and when one kills, there will be more than one, either 3 or 4 kills, demonstrating super explosive power. Xiaoyu nodded and said with certainty, yes, we don't want to hit B anymore. It's just that Yi Xiu and Goken have caused a bit of a headache. In their eyes, point B is a tough nut to crack, so let's pick a soft persimmon from point A. 577, let's wait and see if we can harden this time to prove our reputation as a small steel cannon. Douyu Live, beautiful account 728. Xiaoyu joked a bit, and Wu Nan's mouth twisted. Hahaha, Yi Xiu is a tough nut to crack, and 577 is a soft persimmon that can be easily grasped. It's described very well. Putting aside his profession, his marksmanship really amazed me today. Baby spoke up and said, I think it's not a problem. The shooting is stable, communication is secondary, and the main thing is winning. If you can produce results, the team will improve. Boss Bai nodded and said, let's grab it with both hands. With stable marksmanship and effective communication, the team can develop in a good direction. As for 577, I'm not very worried either. After all, as a player who has experienced big scenes, when it's time to explode, it will still explode. Online friends, the barrage drifts rapidly. Hahaha, it's really in place. 577 is a soft persimmon. Excellent. At a monthly income of 3,000, being both a father and a mother, let's see if you can bear it. Pooh, there's nothing wrong with it. The Youth Academy only has so little money, it's really thoughtful. The main focus is on cost-effectiveness. If you get a C, then you'll make a profit, Let's see if 577 can withstand it first. I feel like he still needs to kneel. Dida in the blink of an eye, the countdown to the turn reached 1 minute and 25 seconds. The lurker remained motionless for a while, and 577 couldn't sit still. Point A raised his head and pulled out a high-explosive grenade. Fire in the hole. Boom. The high explosive fell into path A, but it exploded the wasp nest. Wu Shilong and Away exploded their feathers and flew straight to pit A, facing the smoke of gunpowder. M4A1_Thunder God and AK-47_Fire Kiran launched a ballistic rampage, causing 577 at the dead center of the pit to stand up and be pressed down again, delivering a drop of blood. This time, Xiao Xiao was not awesome, and a shot was thrown in the direction of the small pit, which was empty and fatal. When Away settled in the big pit, he raised his head and shot in a group, steadily and fiercely, then took away Xiao Xiao. 0 for 2, take down the big hole, a package points are already within reach. A path smoothly advanced, and Lin Yeong from the middle path focused on the outside of A, heading straight towards the direction of the connecting door. However, he kicked the iron plate. The ability to reminisce about the past is beyond doubt, leaning against the right side of the door and competing with Lin Yi. Lin Yi only poked Nianzhou with a single shot, but was hit by a double tap and killed. It's not entirely for nothing, after all, his death perspective saw Nianzhou returning to the police home, and the information was obtained, and a package was stable. I just shot him in my pot and retreated in nostalgia. Report something, acknowledge the pot, and Lin Yi won't speak. Coaching too comforted, be confident and don't take the blame too easily. Is it nostalgia on the other side? This time it won't work, the next time it will definitely work. Don't be discouraged. Away also said, that's right, we're young and strong, and we'll finish it. Take a look at Wu Shilong. What did he look like when he was picked up before, and now he's moaning differently? Wu Shilong pouted and said, brother, my name is Passion. Do you understand passion? Passion, Lin Ye's novice period has not yet passed, so naturally there is no shortage. At this time, he doesn't have much insight, so he just follows with a smile. Violent children, however, have a deep understanding, and teacher Tony needs to be passionate. Passion, I feel like my blood is boiling, let me unleash it freely. The child burst into a bubble, then grabbed a sniper and penetrated the B channel. If the defender doesn't leave channel B, he will have to play unconventional and try to get a chance to hit his back. Coaching 2 smiled and said, do you see that? With ease in movement and boundless imagination, this is the best state I can imagine. Be confident, play with it, don't let it go. Lin Yi nodded all his thoughts and switched to the perspective of a violent child. Watching the violent child touch the B channel, enter the B door, scan the B package points, and enter the uninhabited realm, it seems like there is some realization in my heart. However, the next second, when the violent child arrived at the vertical box behind the clock tower, gunshots rang out. Duh. AK-47_fire Chilin short point rapid shoot, with a steady, accurate, and fierce blow to the head, knocked down the violent child. The praying mantis catches cicadas, while the yellow sparrow is at the back. The sneak attack from the B pack point Voldemort makes the violent child full of blood and feeds the dog. All the anchors were numb when they heard WE's conversation and saw this scene again. Bang! Table HP.100. Nian Peng exclaimed in surprise, sleeping in bed, Teacher Tony is touching B. line and wants to grab his back. As a result, Chang Si was not successful but instead got fucked and squatted down by the newcomers, which is a famous scene. Chang Su said bluntly, well, Teacher Tony is passionate and wants to give a big gift to the new couple. Newcomer Nyo, with top-notch ideas, he has mastered the passionate Teacher Tony in place. EP Lao Ma was shocked and said, lie down, Nima, this is a brain person being played with by the brain. This top-notch collection is like rice possession, a divine stroke. The online kfurs, the barrage floats rapidly. 666, NB, this is really fun, top-level companion. Hahaha, top-level companion, XSWL. On his debut, he made a fool of himself. Although Goken is the protagonist of today, he is secretly stealing the show. Although you earn 3,000 yuan per month, I have to admit that you have shown me off. Sure, with excellent marksmanship and a sharp mind, play with the treasure. I am the dividing line. PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. Rolling on the ground, seeking various tickets, the first one today. Chapter 9, 1.1, First MVP. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. We 6.10 White Shark. The second picture shows that the power supply station was taken down by White Shark, and we will enter the competition of the winning picture later. How did the violent child get back from the stage to the lounge? It's a bit hard for him to remember. The battle at the power station is too heart-wrenching. As the thigh position of Wii, he was played with by a top-tier hidden player, his mentality exploded, and his gun was also damaged. He only achieved a record of 6/12, which dragged him down. The most important thing is that it was just a newly hired knife, it's uncomfortable. Seeing the emo state of the violent child, Shui Feng comforted and said, it's okay, Tony, pick yourself up. Why don't you just steal the chicken instead of eroding the rice? We'll bring it back later. Wu Shilong muttered, you don't understand. It's mainly about passion together, and the result is a heart-wrenching sensation. The psychological trauma is too great. Awei nodded and agreed, it makes sense. I was already boiling my blood, but I ended up making others happy. It's so uncomfortable. Lin Yi also said, I think it might be because Yi Xiu is a newcomer. Being manipulated by newcomers makes thieves uncomfortable. My teammates took turns hitting hard, and the child's mouth twitched helplessly, saying, brother, let me be quiet. I feel even more uncomfortable chatting like this. Shui Feng's mind was spinning fast and he immediately said, we're all using a thrilling tactic. I want to reactivate you. Our big heart player can't just be beaten down like this. Awei scratched his head and said, yes, I don't feel much about the newcomer White Shark. Isn't it just a few consecutive kills? It will be black later, and the double snipers will flash up. We are not weak either. Wu Shilong said, that's it. The decisive game is over. Teammates took turns to play, but the violent child didn't have that much emo and began to heal. After all, I am an old teammate from several seasons, and I understand that bullies eat soft and don't eat hard, so I like everyone to coax me. Commentary seat. Howei smiled and said, "Congratulations to White Shark. He took down the power station at 10.6 and regained 1 point. The rotation effect is very good." Goken and Yi Xiu came on the field and showed their personal abilities. Their explosive power is amazing. Xiaoyu affirmed, "Yes, especially Yi Xiu. I haven't heard of his name before, and he had a brilliant performance on his first appearance. 3 kills, 4 kills, top-notch hidden and manipulative child violence, it's really a show. That 1 point, although we took it down, it dealt a bit of a big blow to the violent child, and there was something wrong with the back. The shooting technique was too weak." Howei sighed and said, "I can also understand that anyone who is manipulated by a newcomer's brain will doubt life, right? I also pay attention to bullet comments. Yi Xiu's positioning is to translate and communicate with Goken without barriers, allowing Goken to quickly integrate into the team. And his excellent performance has been hailed by the majority of CFers as a top-level companion." Xiaoyu playfully said, "I got a 19.7 rating on my debut, so it's not an exaggeration to be a top-tier companion. However, his communication with Goken is really funny, Yuan. Hi pie together, I feel like there's plenty of moisture." Howei chuckled and said, "I understand. With a monthly income of 3,000, you can't expect too much, can you? Enough is good, enough is good." In the official live broadcast room, the barrage of comments from our friends is flashing. "Congratulations to Shark, get 1 point back. Tony's teacher has been pinched, blue skinny shiitake. On July 19th, this companion game is a bit overwhelming. Yi Xiu's ability is only 3,000 yuan per month, I can only say that your circle is really amazing. Sure, Goken and Yi Xiu are a perfect match. The White Shark is getting better now. I haven't seen the White Shark win for a long time, it's a bit unfamiliar, ahaha. The resting room of White Sharks. Chen Sir and Buo don't feel very good about it. The newcomers are too outstanding and really need to roll up. If Goken and Yi Xiu continue to have this kind of performance, Kueo is afraid, then Kueo is too afraid." With this little emotion, 577 didn't know how to observe his words and expressions yet. He leaned into Chen Sir's ear and said, "Yi Xiu is quite impressive. He has a strong ability to brush the screen and can withstand critical moments. It's a bit reassuring to fight, it's been a long time since I felt this way." Mr. Chen tilted his lips and said, "You're still a little at ease. I'm putting it on my show, it's too much." 577 patted his shoulder and said meaningfully, "It's not about showing off, it's just a feeling. I'm telling you, you don't understand either." Chen Sir cut his throat and said, dress up to your heart's content." On the other hand, Shima and Goken had a conversation. Of course, if they can chat together, it's not without a legitimate translator. Shima. "Goken, how did you feel when you first played?" Goken. Translation. "It feels great. The CFPL League is truly the top league of CF, with strong guns and strong opponents. Crouching tigers and hidden dragons." Shima. I'm praising it again. Can you ask him, how do you feel about Yi Xiu?" Goken. Translation. "Nice, very excellent, playing very well." Shima. "So, I was asking him how his communication with Yi Xiu went. Can we have a pleasant conversation?" Goken. "I feel very good. This time, there's no need to translate, little sister." Shima understood it herself. He couldn't help wondering. What an evil way. This unfashionable English feels very good. Commentary seat. Howei said in a loud voice, "Welcome back, everyone in front of the screen. You are watching the 2024 CFPL Spring and Regular Season matches. The opposing teams are we and White Sharks, and the score is currently tied 1.1. Xiaoyu continued, a 1.1 draw is coming, and we are about to enter the battle for the decisive picture of Black Town. From the standings, this is also the battle for the last place. White Shark has 1 win and 5 losses, while we has 2 wins and 4 losses. If White Shark wins, we will be at the bottom. Howe nodded and said, it's true. In the first game of the new year, who is the last place, that's the highlight of today's competition. The competition was also very exciting. After the White Shark's rotation, Goken and Yi Xiu both had varying degrees of explosive performances and had multiple screen swipes. With abundant firepower, the White Shark has an unstoppable trend. Xiaoyu continued, well, the White Shark is very strong, but we don't kill the unknown. This sentence is enough. Alright, let's take a look at a set of data. Do you live? Wu Nan said, if we don't kill the unknown, that's enough. I don't think it's enough. If you cut down the small steel cannon, there will be Xiao Da Si. If you cut down Xiao Da Si, there will be Wang Fan. Baby. And Goken, the man with 2 main weapons is Yi Xiu, who can be considered an unknown person. Boss Bai said, aren't you all playing top-level companionship in the barrage? You're not considered an unknown person, are you? A monthly income of 3,000 is also worth being famous and contributing to. Baby. Haha, Big Brother makes sense. He's a top-tier playmate and made a name for himself on his debut. 6. Wu Nan said, that's not true. With personal data of 19-7 and more than 5 consecutive kills, my debut was MVP. For this performance, even the debut Goken has to stand aside. Boss Bai. Well, with this performance, if we can continue to play steadily, we can start steadily. Of course, it's impossible to add money, roll up a roll first. The barrage in the live broadcast room, 666. Top-level companion, the lineup of White Sharks is a bit luxurious. Manual dog head, adding money is impossible, tisk tsk, capitalist's face. MVP cowhide, Yi Xiu, come on. A newcomer has emerged, Wu Laojiu no longer needs to stay up late to practice guns, hehe. Puff, there's no need to stay up late practicing guns anymore. Guess he's happy or sad. I am the dividing line. PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. Today's second shift, rolling all over the ground for tickets. I would like a monthly pass. Chapter 10, Winning Picture, Black Town. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Decision Map. Black Town. The defeated side of we chooses the defender to start the game, and the White Shark takes the lead as the lurker. White Shark Band.M200 series, Weapon.M4A1 series. The lurkers and White Sharks have the following weapon configurations. 577, QBZ03_Golden Rose. Yi Xiu, QBZ03_Golden Rose. Nostalgia, Scar_White Tiger. Goken, 98K_Star God. Xiao Xiao, AWM_Arbitration. Defender, weapon configuration as follows. Violent Child, AWM_Ruling. Wu Shilong, QBZ03_Golden Rose. Away, QBZ03_Golden Rose. Shui Feng, M14EBR_Xuanwu. Lin Yi, 98K_Star God. Roar. Roar. Let's sing the war song together, add fuel to the punches, and the first round of the Black Town battle begins. Schwa. The police resurrection point and the police platform, 5 hero-level characters were refreshed and immediately dispersed. Baotong and Shuifen went to Point B together, one was the main sniper in the team, Big C, and the other was the experienced team commander on the field. They sit at Point B, one word, steady. Lin Yi is a newcomer, but his marksmanship is excellent. He is a double trainer and he is sniping on the police platform to obtain information. A point, Wu Shilong and away. Two breakthrough hands are together, so naturally they won't stick inside the package point, but let go and quickly compete for the A corridor. Flash, high explosive, interactive props, fiercely put together a group. 2-2 Tuesday. Bulge. QBZ03_Golden Rose ballistic shooting, the fierce mixed smoke battle ended with Xiao Xiao delivering a drop of blood. Xiao Xiao, who missed the moment at the corner, was inexplicably beheaded and also wanted to cry without tears. Away. Nice, little dragon. Shui Feng. Sure, well done. Bao Tong. Niu Pai, you made a good start. Wu Shilong said, hee, I was lucky enough to get some blood. Now you don't think I'm just a crow's mouth, do you? Away. Code by code, let's talk about the situation. Shui Feng. Say it again, say it again. Wu Shilong. It seems like I took a drop of blood, but I'm not very happy. The A corridor was not taken down, and a main sniper was also turned off, with a slight headwind at the beginning. 577 gave a prop to recycle, passed by the bandit's house, ran towards the backyard, and went to be water to find his master. Fire in the hole. Boom. A perfectly timed high explosive exploded in front of two doors, causing the already dropped 577 to become a trace of health damage. This high explosive comes from Yi Xiu who takes buffs. 577 said in a muffled voice, that's too much. I'll just turn around and you'll have to charge some tolls. Yi Xiu quickly said, mistake, I didn't pay attention to the mini-map. Xiao Xiao took a break and said, it's okay. Anyway, if you cripple the opponent, you don't even know. Just treat yourself as if you're still in full condition and you're done. 577 hummed and said, it's easy to say. I was planning to shoot B suddenly. Now that I'm shooting, what do you want me to do? Xiao Xiao fell silent upon hearing this, holding a Gun King buff in his hand and saying, then you protect Goken and let me go. I'm in good condition, there shouldn't be any problem. Now it's 577's turn to remain silent, and Yi Xiu has already taken on a sudden task. What else can he say? Nian Jiu nodded and said, okay, then let Yi Xiu come and attack point B. Goken is with 577, cut it off in the back for a while. Yi Xiu replied, okay, no problem, I'm here. 577 couldn't help but take the initiative and said, okay, Yi Xiu, go ahead and let me communicate with Goken. Goken, Yuan, Hi Pai. Goken. Hi Pai, Hi Pai. 577 The corners of the mouth are all raised up, small sample, who can't speak unfashionable English. I can also do it. However, Goken's subsequent actions caught him off guard. Yi Xiu carried QBZ03_Golden Rose and rushed to be water to meet Nianjiu. After staying on the exploration platform for 2.3 seconds, Goken also followed with a Culture_CFS. 577, hey, big brother, don't make any noise. Xiao Xiao. Hahaha, Nima's 577, do you want to laugh to death at the labor management? 577, damn it, let's just hug B together. Nostalgia. Communication and overturning, unable to roast, become a tactic of 4 people holding B. Round countdown, 1 minute and 27 seconds. Yi Xiu leaned against the door of warehouse B and tightened his grip on QBZ03_Golden Rose, ready to charge. Falschcombe. Peng AB. Pack instantly exploded and flashed, sounding the attack horn. Yi Xiu quickly started, rushed into the door of warehouse B, and headed straight ahead. Bang! With a gunshot, AWM was shot from the nostalgic chest on the sloping roof of B water, and the whole person flew backwards. Nianjiu paid the toll, and Yi Xiu, who successfully broke into warehouse B, became furious. QBZ03_Golden Rose raises its rapid shot, steadily and quickly hitting the front line trajectory, shuttling straight through the window of the B.Dog. Exciting. The crisp sound of a broken helmet, the violent child suffered a head blow and received a boxed meal. Beside the small staircase in warehouse B, Shui Fengguo looked up and quickly shot, wanting to kill Yi Xiu. The Gun King buff was added, and Yi Xiu reacted quickly. He squatted suddenly to avoid Shui Feng's shooting, then adjusted his body shape to stabilize the gun and raised his head again. Tuesday. Precise positioning, 2 shots with a burst head, and killed Shui Feng with a minor injury. With the double kill in hand, Yi Xiu beckoned 577 and Goken to follow quickly, but he himself rushed non-stop towards Gate B. This swift and decisive action truly caught Lin Yi off guard. He approached the police station from the resurrection point and wanted to grab a spot, only to see Yi Xiu sneak into Gate B. Pop. 98K_Star God hastily fired a shot, almost by a hair's breadth, losing my life. QBZ03_Golden Rose gunfire erupted, delivering a stable and precise shot that prevented Lin Yi from firing a second shot, causing him to belch on the spot. With 3 kills in hand, Lin Yi emerged from Gate B and confronted Wu Shilong, who had returned to the police station for defense. Long-range shooting, instantly dividing life and death. QBZ03_Golden Rose instantly hits head, K explodes Wu Shilong. With a fleeting glance, the muzzle swings towards the platform a dog. Tuesday. The hand feels hot, the gun feels explosive, destroys the helmet and flies the head, instantly killing Ah Wei. Unbreakable. King of Guns, fast 5 consecutive kills, single-player team destruction, stunning the entire scene. 577 followed behind and ate the exhaust, making his scalp tingle from being boasted about. What kind of newcomer is this? Not to mention that Chen Sir has made it to the bench, he also has a sense of crisis and is in a precarious situation. Commentary seat. Xiao Yu was shocked and said, "Oh, 5 kills in a single game. Killing crazy, it's like stepping into an empty space, it's like killing a god." Hao Wei praised, "The ultimate explosive gun feel and top-notch positioning ability are too crazy." On his debut, he scored 5 consecutive kills, which is not only about his skills, but also about his big heart. Just do it without any hesitation, it's over. Xiao Yu nodded playfully and said, "Yes, we are decisive in our fight. We have become more and more brave in battle. When I came up to the power station, I fixed Goken to death. I thought he was an ordinary newcomer, but now at first glance, my knowledge is still too shallow." Hao Wei smiled and said, "There are also newcomers from the 5 Kills Alliance. But with this jumping performance, what shocked me step by step was Yi Xiu. Now the pressure is on Wei, and it's also on the bullies. The newcomer who used to control him is still showing off after 5 kills at the beginning. What should we do?" Online friends, the barrage drifts rapidly. 666, newcomer NB, Yi Xiu 666. Black starts with 5 kills, Yi Xiu's combat power explodes. New newcomer, the White Shark has found a treasure. It's not an exaggeration to say he's a top-level companion, it's really a show. I can't order such a companion for Mao. Manual Pig Head, seeking the psychological shadow area of Teacher Tony. I am the dividing line. PS, brothers and sisters, here I come. Today's 3rd update. Thank you for the monthly pass, admitting success. Let's meet again in the new book. I hope you can get better and better.